the News 1226 First Alert Radar Network.
With up to 10 times the resolution of other local radars and technology that can pinpoint right down to your street.
First just got faster.
It's time to play America's favorite jackpot game. This is Powerball. Good evening, America. I'm Laura Johnson. Tonight we have another life-changing jackpot for you. It's worth an estimated $129.1 million. So get those tickets out. Let's play. That first number up is 42, followed by the number 25. Tonight we're going to meet the Powerball 14, who won $50,000 by Powerball. Now for the rest of those numbers, we've got 44, 65, rounding it out with the number 5. Your Powerball number tonight, good luck everyone, is 20, and your Power Play multiplier is 3. Let's take a look at those numbers one last time. Remember, there are multiple ways to win. We'll see you back here Wednesday night. Good night, everyone.
Live from Augusta, we're watching News 1226 at 11.
New tonight, we're getting the latest developments at home and abroad as President Trump says Iran and Israel agreed to a phased-in ceasefire. We'll get the latest in just a moment. But first, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Zaina Halliburton. We're sending things straight over to First Alert meteorologist Emily Acton because there's a first alert in effect, Emily, for tomorrow and Wednesday because of the heat.
Yeah, there is. It is going to be very, very hot, dangerously hot as we go throughout our Tuesday and Wednesday for us. Afternoon high temperatures will be right around that 99-degree mark, but we are going to feel like those triple digits. And again, heat illnesses will be on the table as we go throughout the next 2 days. So just know if you're spending a long period of time outdoors, have a good way to cool off. Make sure you're staying hydrated. You can become dehydrated very quickly in these temperatures. Again, tomorrow afternoon by noon, we'll be in the lower to middle 90s. I mean, check out 10 a.m., 88. Very, very hot for us, and you know we're going to top out in those upper 90s, but going to feel like the triple digits. Wednesday looks a little bit better. We're going to have that better chance of rainfall coming later on in the evening. Thursday, Friday, those afternoon showers come into play again, so we'll get a little bit of relief by the time we hit the end of the week, but I'll have a look at what you can expect temperature-wise and rain-wise throughout the next 7 days coming up.
Okay, thanks for that, Emily. Thank you. With a first alert in effect for the next 2 days, there are cooling shelters opening up on both sides of the river. Daytime shelters open this week in Burke County and Aiken County tomorrow morning. You can grab your phone, scan the code right here on your screen. It'll take you to a full list of cooling shelter locations, and you'll get to see the times they're open. The city of Augusta's earliest cooling shelter will open at 8:30 in the morning. Columbia County does not operate any cooling shelters, but say anyone can visit the public facilities like the libraries during operating hours. Within the last few hours, officials say the Memorial Park splash pad and playgrounds in Columbia County will close from Wednesday to Sunday. Again, scan this code on your screen and it'll take you to the full list on our website, wrdw.com. Just 2 days after the U.S. Senate. New tonight, the Richmond County Sheriff's Office is searching for 2 runaway sisters along with a missing teen and a missing woman. Deputies say 15-year-old Jada Hatney and 14-year-old Journey Hatney were last seen around 6 o'clock today at Barton Court. Officials say they left from the same home on foot. Jada was last seen wearing a red jacket and Journey was last seen wearing all black clothes. Deputies also looking for 16-year-old Zykeria Easter, who left from Drayton Drive around 6:40 last night wearing black clothes and blue Crocs. And 25-year-old Summer Finklin was last seen Sunday morning on Spring Glen Lane. She has red hair, brown eyes, and is 5'6". If you have any information on their location, be sure to call the Richmond County Sheriff's Office at the number there on your screen. Also new tonight, South Carolina Highway Patrol is investigating after a motorcyclist was seriously injured in a hit and run. Take a look here at your screen. This is a map of where the McCormick County incident happened around 9 Saturday night. Troopers say it was a non-contact accident. The unknown car turned left from the highway 221 into the path of the rider on South Carolina 28. If you have any information, call the Highway Patrol number on your screen. As we look ahead to July 4th, soon you could see the price of fireworks developing tonight. If you're wondering why you haven't received your special tax refund, here's why. The State Department of Revenue is issuing them in small batches to avoid any technical difficulties. The expected timeline for direct deposits is through Thursday, while people expecting physical checks may wait a little longer. You're eligible if you filed in 2023 and 2024, don't owe the Department of Revenue, and had a tax liability in 2023. You can check your eligibility on the Georgia Tax Center website. All you have to do is enter your tax year, social security number, and your federal adjusted gross income. New tonight, we're getting an update on FEMA's recovery efforts in Georgia after Hurricane Helene and Tropical Storm Debbie. FEMA is calling eligible survivors in Georgia, looking to provide long-term housing help and to assist you with immediate needs. If you're a small business owner, you have until June 30th to apply for disaster loans, and the Disaster Legal Services Program provides free legal help to low-income survivors. You can head to disasterassistance.gov or search for more information on our website, wrdw.com. We have a link to resources for South Carolinians as well. Emily.
Well, we have a first alert in effect for your Tuesday and Wednesday. High temperatures in the upper 90s, going to feel like the triple digits. Make sure you are prepared, staying hydrated, but we'll have a look at your forecast, and there'll be a little bit of relief from the heat coming up.
At Parker's Kitchen, we go big, like our huge, crunchy, juicy, never frozen chicken tenders with an extra large serving of Parker's signature sauce at Parker's Kitchen.
It's a great way to start your day with us. I'm Cliff Bennett.
And I'm Mary Klingler on Morning Mix.
Each day, we'll start you off by looking at the latest events.
And talking to the great people that make the CSRA the place to be.
Morning Mix, weekday mornings on News 12 and 26.
Breaking right now, a shutdown on I-20 is causing
Stay
delays.
connected to the team you trust your way.
We have a safety alert for all you mom and dads out there.
Breaking news and investigations here on the WRDW News app.
We're tracking strong to severe.
Get instant forecasts with real-time alerts here on the WRDW First Alert Weather app.
And stream live on your TV here or watch anytime on your schedule.
We're covering breaking news out of Augusta.
Download all three for free. Stay connected to WRDW wherever you are.
New tonight, the hot temperatures caused a road to buckle in Missouri, sending a car into the air. Here's a look at the moment the road breaks and the car goes airborne. Just a scary situation. I don't even know what I would have been thinking in that moment. That road, one of many to crack within the last few days around the nation. A road buckle happens on hot days when the gaps in the road are not big enough to handle the extreme heat expansion. It causes the two segments to butt up against each other and blow up like you saw right here in this video. Other roads had issues in Iowa and in South Dakota. And this really is just quite the video. Crazy that it was actually caught on video, right? And I think the funny thing is this car right here is just like, I'm still gonna go. I'm just gonna go really slow because I'm not sure what happened myself. Emily, we're seeing hot temperatures here. You have that first alert in effect for tomorrow and Wednesday. Fingers crossed that we can see this here, right?
Hopefully not. Again, that's kind of an infrastructure thing. I can tell you it's going to be hot. Hopefully that doesn't happen to the roadways here, but tomorrow, very, very hot for us. We'll see those feels like temperature. That's the heat index. Reach 101 by noon. So make sure you're staying hydrated. If you do work outside, make sure you have a good way to cool off and are able to take breaks throughout the day. Again, heat-related illness is not something to mess around with. It's the #1 weather-related cause of death. So please take this seriously and make sure that you have a way to stay cool. We have issued that first alert, so we want everybody to know, hey, we're seeing a little bit more dangerously high temperatures for us as we go throughout the next 2 days. Again, 99 is going to be that average high both Tuesday and Wednesday, but the feels like temperature, that's really what's going to get us. But I mean, hey, 99, that's still pretty warm out there, even if we didn't have those feels like temperatures in the triple digits. Dry conditions for us overnight tonight. Throughout the day tomorrow, looks like we're going to be mostly dry, but we do have that chance for an isolated shower. Very low chance there. Our next best chance of rain will come Wednesday. Here's Wednesday morning, dry, clear, We're going to warm up nicely by the afternoon, and then we'll see that chance of a few scattered showers and thunderstorms moving in, and that looks a little bit more intense around the dinner time hour. Sorry, that went by a little bit fast there, but around the dinner time hour, we'll see that heightened rain chance, but we're still anticipating strong temperatures. Afternoon highs will be pretty high for your Wednesday as well. Coverage-wise, I think it might be a little bit more than what this map is showing, but we'll see a decent amount of rainfall over the next couple of days. Accumulation over the next 7 days, about an inch and a half. So we'll get a decent amount of rainfall, but again, not too much to cool us down anything significantly. But what I want to bring your attention to in terms of the rainfall, we are under a marginal risk come Wednesday. What I just showed you, that map there. First half of the day dry. Second half of the day, that's when we're going to see those strong to severe storms possible. So marginal risk, that's a level 1 out of 5 for all of our counties here. And again, that goes for Wednesday into early Thursday morning. But that's the rain chance for the next couple of days. Again, tomorrow, dry for the most part. 99 for that average high, 99 again Wednesday. That's when we'll see that chance of rain moving in, though, for the evening hours. Again, some could be on the strong to severe side. But after that, temperatures are slowly starting to drop off. I mean, not too big of a relief, but hey, if we get a 5-degree cool down, I think we'll take whatever we can get, Zana.
I think so. Bring on the rain. Thanks, Emily. Coming up, South Carolina Attorney General announcing his campaign for governor. The latest on this campaign launch and more after the break. But first, a live look at Pittsburgh and your winning lottery numbers.
First alert. When it matters most, George C. Gentry Lawyers delivers results.
I was rear-ended by a drunk driver. They got me $1.5 million. Go with the name you know and trust.
Get your safe law firm on the line. Call 999-999.
A beach in Maine is looking to keep everyone busy during the dog days of summer, including the dogs. One might say the new dog library at Sandy Point is creating positive vibes. The library provides free toys for pets and a talking point for humans.
Daddy loves it. Daddy loves it. He chases the ball back.
Honey, look at here. The tennis ball is Izzy's favorite toy in the world, hands down. So she is in heaven.
I don't know what dog doesn't like tennis balls. The beach, which is open sunrise to sunset, is resupplying the dog library with sticks and tennis balls regularly so dogs can play fetch and not worry about bringing it back. I love that. We got to think about our furry friends. Coming up, the Atlanta Dream are off to their best start in 11 years. Straight ahead in sports, hear how they're dreaming of a title.
The Rooms to Go July at Publix.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. All right, Kara, what's it like being the fastest woman in the world?
Me? I'm not.
But you work in Eyeglass World. You make people's glasses the same day. You're so fast.
Are you messing with me?
Do you get a lot of speeding tickets?
Get 2 pairs of glasses for $99. Or get 2 pairs of progressives for $199 the same day at Eyeglass World, the world's best way to buy glasses.
First Alert Radar, powered by Jim Hudson Automotive Group. On your sideline, sponsored by Chandler Law Firm.
All right, the Atlanta Braves were winners of 3 straight series before this past weekend. A disappointing drop against the Miami Marlins put them 12 games back of first place ahead of Monday's 4-game series in Queens. Ronald Acuna Jr. wasting no time in Game 1 against the Mets. That third-inning solo blast marks number 9 on the season for the former MVP. The Braves swept the Mets last week in their first matchup, looking to keep that undefeated streak alive. Same inning, bases loaded, Sean Murphy hits a sac fly into left. Olsen comes home, and it would be 3-0 Atlanta. But to the bottom of the 6th we go. Juan Soto with a date for dose into deep left. Spencer Schwellenbach went just shy of 8 innings before Dylan Lee came in to get the Braves out of the jam. Lee would go on to finish out the game for Atlanta and break a franchise record 31-game streak without a save. The 3-2 win over the Mets moves the Braves to 5 games below 500 and 4-0 against the Mets this season. It was much needed good news for the Braves because, in case you missed it, last Wednesday Chris Sale suffered a rib fracture on that diving play. The Braves didn't announce that injury until Saturday, moving him to the 15-day injured list the same day. With A.J. Smith-Shawver already out for the season, the club is now without 2 of its best starting pitchers, still searching for who will take Sale's role until he hopefully returns. Also in Atlanta, the Dream are off to their best start in over a decade. Sunday night, they took down the Chicago Sky to move to 10-4 on the year. South Carolina products Alicia Gray and Tahina Paupau with 35 of Atlanta's 93 points. The team has the 3rd youngest roster in the WNBA, and Coach knows they found their chemistry.
We were scoring, but they weren't really sure, if this was really going to work. And then I think now they look a lot more comfortable just playing without plays all the time and just, using each other's strengths to create opportunities. I think as, time goes on, that'll even get a little bit better.
The Dream will be back in action Tuesday night in Dallas, and believe it or not, people, we are only a month and a half away from the start of the NFL preseason. The Falcons ready to show off the skills of their 2025 draft picks. So far this summer, head coach Raheem Morris is making it crystal clear that all 5 will play key roles on the field, unlike last year when several of Atlanta's picks didn't see the field nearly the whole season. First-round picks Jalen Walker and James Pierce Jr. highlight this year's rookies. While the team gets through the summer, Morris is staying busy putting his newest puzzle pieces together.
When you get a chance to go home and you get a chance to watch it on tape, those are the things that happen. The vision of people being in different spots, some of that versatility that we talked about, they'll happen a lot over the next 5 weeks. When you get a chance to go sit by yourself and take some of that stuff home and study and look at it, and you kind of look at it from a holistic view on what all of these things can look like when you put them together.
Training camp for Falcons rookies and veterans starts just 1 month from now on July 23rd.
Well, we have a first alert in effect for your Tuesday and Wednesday. Very high temperatures in store for us. We're going to feel like anywhere from 105 to 108. Make sure you're staying hydrated, but there'll be a little bit of relief in the heat. I'll tell you about it in your last forecast coming up.
Time and temp, brought to you by your First Alert weather team.
News 1226, honored with 4 Emmys and proud to be on your side. Thank you for trusting us with your stories.
Friday mornings to see if you're a winner. Enter today.
Check this out. Milwaukee firefighters made an unusual rescue over the weekend. They were at a house fire, and fortunately no people were home, but firefighters did find a small alligator in the basement. They were able to safely get the gator out of the home, handed the gator off to animal control for care. Not many details were given about the animal, but Emily, this is just really interesting situation.
Yeah, I just have a feeling that it was a pet. It just felt like it was going to be a pet with how small it was, but also, it could just be able to fit into small spaces, and that's why it could crawl into the basement there. But thankfully, they went in and got it. And it was fine, and everybody was fine there. But
hey, maybe the gator was hot, and like you said, it found its way inside, and that's what everyone's gonna want to do right now with these hot temps is be indoors.
Yep, definitely so. You have to have a good way to cool off. If you spend any period of time outdoors, make sure you're staying hydrated. And again, have a good way to cool off. Light colored clothing, loose clothing. That's going to be your best bet. We have that first alert in effect for your Tuesday and Wednesday, specifically for the extreme heat. We're under heat advisories for all of our counties, both Tuesday and Wednesday, but thankfully, we'll get a little bit of relief in the form of rainfall by the end of the week.
Okay, and we certainly need that. Thanks, Emily. Thanks for joining us for News 12 at 11 o'clock. We hope you tune back in to News 12 this morning, starting at 4:30.
The summer brake sales event is underway at the Gerald Jones Auto Group, and this month we're